Hi guys, Iron Cameraman here. This is the actual leak of part 1 of episode 73. Boom posted it on his Instagram, and after that there was a lot of discussion from viewers about who GMAN is so surprised to hear from. The answer is actually very simple. He was found by the Titans, and I have several proofs about it at once, which I will tell you about a little later. As usual, he decided to do a leak with secret details that you can't see on normal viewing. And what's even more interesting is the caption below the post itself with this leak. Dafuk signed it as "shook," and basically you can see from the face itself that G-Man didn't expect this turn of events. Although on the other hand, we know that G-Man has a plan for everything. However, in that case, why didn't he react to the appearance of the Titans the same way he did with the Astro Toilet? Then in episode 72, I remind you, he showed with all his molecules that he is not afraid of the enemy and knows that he will defeat him with the help of magic balls from the core. And here it seems that he is about to go to visit the scientist in the other world. But that's not all, friends. Let's put everything in order. And before that, don't forget to put a like under the video. Let's try to get 5,000 likes. And I will also remind you about subscribing to the channel, because we are just a little bit away from reaching 200,000 subscribers. Anyways, here we go. And we'll start, as usual, with the detail that almost no one talks about. If you pay attention to the left side of the shield, there you can see the reflection of a claw, just like the claw of Cameraman Titan. However, it's very hard to see, so I decided to chat with a few of my subscribers about it to get their opinion. And most of them also confirmed that they see exactly the claw here, although they added that it's not 100% clear whether it's a coincidence or a real reflection. Anyway, the fact that there will be Titans in episode 73, we know 100%. Boom himself said so in my interview. However, I will remind you that since the series will be divided into 2 parts, there is a possibility that they will appear only in the second part, while in the first half of the episode, Astro Toilets will go against him again. After all, as the experience of all the old episodes shows, the Titans are constantly late and don't keep up with G-Man. However, in my opinion, the variant with the fact that already in part 1 G-Man will meet face-to-face with the Titans has a higher probability, if only because on the right side of the shield you can see smoke. As it seems to me, this smoke belongs to TV Man Titan, who once again teleports his arm and wants to hit G-Man, bypassing the defense. Though it's not clear here if that smoke is in front of the shield or behind it. If in front, it's probably just the explosion of a projectile that hit the shield. But let's remember the TV Man Titan's line at the end of episode 72. He said then that he wouldn't escape this time, and because all phrases in this series are said for a reason, that means those words of his will be confirmed. Aside from those details, let's pay attention to his face a little bit. If I hadn't watched all the old episodes of Skibidi Toilet, I would have thought he was about to end and there would be no doubt. But first of all, he definitely can't die in episode 73, at least from a logical point of view, because we saw the number 74 in the leak on the corner, which means that he will at least still be present in 74. And second, let me remind you that almost always all frame leaks are more likely to confuse viewers than tell the truth. This is especially true of all leaks with G-Man, and especially on Instagram. Here, for example, let's remember the spoiler before episode 65 came out. Even then, it seemed to us that he would attack decisively and together with the army against the 2 Titans. And what did we see in the end? You already remember that it was a big deception and a trap. Or here's another recent example. Leak before the release of episode 72 showed us the moment with screaming G-Man, as if he has no way out, because there is no scientist to save him. Now look at that leak again. Don't you think it's sand in your eyes? And we're actually going to see sudden support for G-Man from some big Skibidi Toilets that haven't appeared on the show in a while. After all, Dafuk Boom has already stated that there will be a lot of old characters returning and new characters appearing. Well, we should not forget that Dafuk is essentially trying to smoothly redirect the focus and plot to Astro Toilets. And G-Man is currently the only character from Skibidi Toilets that has remained from the very first episodes and is still relevant and liked by the audience. Even in episode 74, I don't think he will die. And if he gets damaged, he will definitely come back in an improved form in episode 77 or 80. However, either way, he should be temporarily retired so Dafuk Boom can get more screen time with the Astro Toilet race and their relationship with the Alliance. Though on the other hand, it's not as easy to organize as it seems. After all, if he runs away one more time, it definitely won't please the audience, as GMAN has run away so many times already and we have to come up with another way to take him out. This is where we get to my theory for today. The way I see it, episode 73 will be similar to episode 65 and episode 47 in a mixed way. I'll explain what that's about in a moment. Most likely, G-Man will make it to his destination in time, along with his little crew. And as was the case in episode 47, he will be on his own turf and therefore will dictate the rules himself. Let me remind you that in this case, it will be the first episode in a long time, which will take place not near the lab, but somewhere else in another location. So, as it was in episode 65, there will be a plot twist in this episode that we have no idea about, by which G-Man will manage to stay alive again, or will even be able to infect the Cameraman Titan and take control of it. You probably remember this fake leak I created specifically for a social experiment. And I just recently noticed that several YouTubers who also do analysis used it to picture their videos right away. That's very cool, and it further confirms that it's not just me who supports this theory with the possible Cameraman Titan hand contamination. In addition to this fact, I will remind you about Dafuk Boom's GIF animation in honor of 40 million subscribers, where Cameraman Titan is missing his right wing, although in episode 72 we saw that the wing is fine. So at the very least, in this fight, G-Man will be able to deal damage to the Titans and will fight back hard. You just can't beat a character this strong, even considering this is the first time in the entire series that all 3 Titans will go up against him. By the way, you might have noticed that Dafuk Boom has been doing a lot of episodes with big characters lately, and there are fewer and fewer about regular agents. So, as I think, it is logical to assume that in this episode, Dafuk Boom will show such a scene, and then with the help of switching to TV or tablet, will show the fight with G-Man. And if that happens, we can even expect the return of Simp Cameraman. He's been hinted about too often by Boom. Yes, and basically in an interview, he revealed that he has a cool plan for him. And lastly, let me tell you when the episode will be released. Yesterday in the video I couldn't guess, and I said it would be out in 3 or 4 days. However, today, the situation has changed, because after the leak is shown, usually the episode is published in 2-3 days at most. So it's just a little bit left, friends. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss my analysis of the episode as soon as it comes out. And while we're waiting for it, you can check out my previous videos with my opinion on episode 73. Bye.